Wassail, 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 a wassailing we will go. Cold, bitter, ice, snow, scouring winds and the bare bones of the earth and trees are exposed. The leaves have all gone, branches stretched out across the sky while our roots dig deeper. It's no coincidence so many ancient festivals take place deep in winter. The ancients knew a thing or two about the cycle of life and our place within it. In the cold and dark, when it is easy to feel depressed, introverted and withdrawn, they conjured up fire and fed the earth, the trees and each other. Trees, of course, know instinctively how to feed and care for themselves. We humans, however, have a great tendency for forgetting. So, what can trees teach us at this often dark and challenging time of year? They learn to slow down and to tend to themselves so that come spring they will be an embodied cloud of ecstatic bloom that by autumn will be bough-laden with fruit. An apple tree can't produce a good harvest unless it goes through a deep dormancy period. There is no summer fruit without winter's cold. We go within. We dream. We close the doors to others' demands like the tree going within for winter. Our heart still beats. Somewhere, in a place without words, we live like trees. Like trees, we grow into different shapes, our dreams and stories branching out with twigs holding buds of potential for spring. How is it that a small bare twig can later bear fruit? What sweet flowering miracle is this, that somehow under our bark, where no one sees, we have such beauty enfolded to ourselves? My granny had an apple tree in her garden. Old it was, and gnarled and twisting, and it scooped me up on the swing, sending me heavenwards up into its blossoms. Later it would gift its sweet pie treasures from the oven, golden topped and crisp crusted. The knife would rest a second upon the pastry top before cutting through and sinking down to the bottom of the enamel tin dish. Big chunky apples turned to sweet sauced pieces of deliciousness. In that winter, the old tree sat motionless in the garden. Yet come January, the little birds would hop about in its branches and start singing. My grandmother Violet has been long dead these past 30 years, buried in Swettenham village, Cheshire. Swettenham is Saxon for sweet home. Yet she lives on in my heart, and the old tree, now without its swing, still stands bearing fruit each year. Wassail means good health. It is an ancient custom of blessing trees and driving out demons. The smoke from the fires lit would drive out pests from the fruit trees. The people would drink to the good health of each other and for a tree-laden fruitful bounty out of the wassailing cup. Oh, when will this winter end, that we might blossom and bear fruit? That might seem to be the question, but it isn't. Oh, winter, what is it that you feed us that we might grow? Inside each of us is a secret place that exists even when we lose our leaves, leaving only bare branches, and it still cannot be seen. As the cold and dark wraps around us like the storyteller's cloak, inside we make fruit. Oh, it might not be seen, maybe not even buds on the tips of twigs, but somewhere. Now, are you ready? As you put on your coat, you settle into its warmth, cocooned. You walk, you walk, you walk. And as you walk, you allow the day to slip past behind you This is now. In the open air, as you breathe, oxygen fills your lungs with life-giving, sky-filled breath. Bark-clad, bark-protected. No one can see the treasure within. It lies deep inside. The wassailers don't see the fruit, but they know it is there. Think of all the smoke-graced trees, the wassailers singing their charms. The trees, like you, are being blessed for another year of good health and fruitfulness. Who knows what petalled dreams are to be born? Faith is wrapped bud tight, protected on old time-worn branches. As you walk amongst the trees, see their tilt and lean, and branch and twig. Like you, their wisdom is within. The wassailers sing their songs. You can hear them in the distance. The singing, ringing echoes through the trees. You hear it in the songs of birds, bouncing off branch and curve of trunk. Hear your song. The land has a song for you. Humans sang the songs of the land a long time ago. Now we remember where that old fruiting knowing comes from. Here in winter, in the naked cold, here we are, dressed in light and dark, clothed in our own skin, tree bark clad. Light flickers across limbs of trees and people, shadows dense. These are the things needed to fill us full for another year of flowering and fruiting. Let this land fill you, root and branch, till your heart is full. That wassail cup is up to the brim. As you breathe, you drink deeply of cold winter air. As you walk, you become more rounded, like an apple, step by step. You walk, step by step. The land takes you home. As you walk to your door. You feel the wide world behind you. As you close your door, look out once more. See the winter there and feel the fruit of its wisdom deep inside the trees.